Yo, what's going on, everybody? I said I was gonna do this video, and I'm gonna do it. So this is the SX versus SR video. I finally was able to pry the SR away from my homie's hands as he's going on vacation and not spinning. So he left it with me. Shouts out to the homie oh shit Oscar for letting me borrow this, and don't worry, homie, I'll take care of it while you're gone. And shouts out to my homie bro too, who constantly, well, whenever he can, lets me borrow his SX. Check out my homie bro T Young coming up, DJ in Fresno, California. So, we're gonna go through the size comparisons, what each thing has versus the other one, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, so check this out. Of course, this is the SX, and the biggest difference. Don't mind the shaky camera angles. I'm doing this one hand. I wish I had like a camera mount for my phone, but I don't, not as of right now. But anyways, the biggest thing about the SX, of course, is this is 4 channels. I'm sure I already told you guys my gripe with this fifth fader for the volume, but I got over it. Not only this is actually a standalone mixer, so therefore it has AC power. I don't know if you guys can see that, it has the power brick, and of course the USB right here. Another thing, this right here lights up, which is actually really cool because the reason I like it is, oh, it's super hot. Jesus. Anyways, the reason I like it is when you're scratching and whatnot, you can follow that line. So that's what I really do like about the SX. Now, of course, it has its low and high pass filters. Right here on the front panel is your switches, and this is a headphone volume, and this is a crossfader curve. These actually pop in and out. This is actually stuck. You have your touch sensitivity right here. I'm sure you guys have already seen this. Big headphone jack, small headphone jack. Of course, your pads and whatnot. So, reasons for getting an SX. The biggest thing I like about it is a standalone mixer. God forbid something ever happens to your laptop, you can still play audio through this if your laptop has to be turned off for some reason. On the back, on the back side, let's see the outputs. It has professional outputs. Yeah, I guess you could say it's not as portable because you have to You have to plug it in to a power strip. But you have your mic. I have really shitty lighting, I apologize, and it's gonna be upside down because how I'm holding my phone. But fuck it, let me do it right for you. You have XLRs, right, which are your master out. Then you have a master 2 out, which is RCA, which is cool, but I prefer XLRs, as you should as well. Then your booth is 1/4 inch, which is dope. Then you have a mic 2 on your channel 4, and you have all your line ins. And then on channel 3, you have a mic as well. You have your load buttons up top, which is real dope. Your effects, where you can assign them to. Your effects for each side. You could do dual deck mode on here, and you could do control all 4 decks with both jog wheels. So yeah, let's zoom over to the SR, which is right here. As you can see, it's smaller. I actually have it on a Uber stand, and it's holding it actually quite fine. As of right now, I don't know of a case for it, and if you're above 5'6", you're gonna want to get something to put it on top of, unless you like DJing with a humpback. My biggest gripe about this is that these don't light up. Let me stop the camera, plug this bad boy in, and show you some of the things it has. As you can see, I got the SR all lit up. One thing I really do like about this controller is the fact that it is 2 channels. Me personally, I don't really mix 4 channels. Not as of right now. Maybe in the future, who knows. I've tried it before on the SX and I just got confused and lost. Well, anyways, one thing I do like about it, other than it's 2 channels, is the sampler volume is a knob, and I thought that was really dope. Right here is a fader, and the only reason I saw myself not liking this is it could get in the way sometimes if you have it, you're doing quick stuff, or you could forget about it, or in a really dark place you could accidentally think this is one of your other channel volumes. So it's 2 channel. Exclusive to this controller is you have pad effects. which is this little thing right here, and you control this with the parameters. As you can see, this does not light up. I have a song loaded up, and I am moving it with the jog wheel, but it's not lit up. As if I play it, see. So if you're big into scratching, I guess you're gonna have to really Serato face it and stare at the screen, which I don't like. I don't like to stare at the screen. I like to stare at the screen, not a whole bunch, because yeah, your pad plus turns on, so you can do some cool stuff. You have a sync, which everybody hates on, which ain't that all that bad in my opinion, to be honest. And that's basically it. It's real small. On the front, you have the same knobs exactly as the SX. Let me see if I can get out the way and you can see it. This is your headphone volume. You have a big headphone jack, small headphone jack. You actually have a reverse on here, as you do. Your crossfader curve is right here, and your mic level plugs right into here, which I really like. That you don't have to plug it into one of the channels or something separate. So I would have liked them to put mic 1, something like that. They could have easily made this or something, or put the mic right here or something for mic 1 and have mic 2 coming out of one of the channels. But that's just me being a bitch, personally. One thing about these buttons is they don't push in as these do. These go in and out. So these don't do that. Now on the outputs on this bad boy. Now you see on the outputs, this is USB powered only. It actually does have an on and off switch right here, which is a little toggle switch. Your master out is gonna be 1/4 inch, which is cool. It's still balanced out. It's TRS 1/4 inch. Then you have a booth out / master 2. I'm trying to focus. There you go. A booth out / master 2. You can actually choose if you want this to be a booth or a master out, and it's RCA. Another gripe is, I don't know if you can see this because the lighting in my room is not great, but the booth level is back here. I could see where in a dark nightclub you could having to be reaching over and be like, okay, righty tighty, lefty loosey, which way does it work? You actually also have an aux in, and again, the volume is back here. There's your browse and your load buttons on top of each. This is your browse right here, and this is your load. I really do like these load buttons other than other controllers because they're nice and big and right at the top of each channel, so you don't get confused on where you're loading up. And of course your tempo faders, which actually do have a nice little click to them. So do these. This is actually a bigger click though. This clicks more. And yeah, so I guess next clip I will go into pros and cons of both and which one I'd rather choose. One quick summary of the size comparison between the two. This is the SR on top, and if I could get it in angle, the SX is on bottom. I guess you could see it's but what, 3 inches difference, and on the sides you're looking about like maybe 5.5. So it is a good amount bigger. And that's basically it. That's the difference. The pads on here on the SX, maybe because the SX may be, it's been used longer, feel a little bit softer. These feel a little harder. All the buttons feel the same though. This doesn't have dual deck on the SR, but they had, they replaced that with the pad effects. So yeah. Now this is a side. This is of course the SR on top, and you can see the pads on. Let me move the pitch out the way. The jog wheels, I mean, on the SX is taller than the jog wheels on the SR. So yeah, just some food for thought, just so you know. Okay, so size comparison, of course, SR is going to be smaller. What's more portable? The SR. It's only USB powered. So if you're running a PC and it's been known to crash or something like that, you may have some problems. Another thing, the SX has that orange locking USB connection, which the SR does not. Not a big thing, but it'd be nice to have it, especially paying what, $600 for an SR. Huge differences. In my opinion, it boils down to if a standalone mixer in your MIDI controller is make or break. Is that something you have to have? Do you do a lot of mobile gigs where you plug in a lot of things? Go with an SX, because God forbid something ever happens to your computer, you can still play things through it. If something happens to your computer and you got the SR, what are you gonna use to USB power that? You know what I'm saying? The SR is dope. If you don't want to get a case for it, or even if you do, if you want something small, something portable, you already have your main piece of gear, or maybe you don't have enough money and you really want the SX and you want something basically the same, the SR is dope. I know the SB is coming out next month. You could probably pre-order it now. You can check that out, the DDJ SB. It's going to be the cheapest one out of that whole line. I haven't really looked much into it, to be honest. But yeah, which one would I choose? To be honest, I would choose the SX just because the standalone mixer, man. You never know what you could do with it. You know what I'm saying? You could use it, but then again, and also for me, the fact that the jog wheels light up is big because I don't like staring at the screen, and I like to throw a couple stabs, and a couple little baby scratches in there. And if I'm gonna have to stare at the screen, I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. Maybe I'm just because I've been using techniques I've been using turntables in general for the majority of my career. So yeah, one big thing I do like about the SR though is that it's portable. And the pad effects are cool, and you basically get mostly everything that the SX offers you, and of course you get the pad effects, which is exclusive to the SR only, which I'm sure Pioneer might release something later on in the future that might, like a firmware update or something that might give you the SX, similar capabilities. Now, if you don't have $1,000 or $900 to get an SX, and you don't want the SR because it's not a standalone mixer, so you're looking at other MIDI controllers that have similar features and is a standalone mixer, I highly suggest you to look at a VCI 380. Now, I know in one of my past videos I talked about the 380, how it got overshadowed because the SX just shat on it when it came out with the pads and all that. If I was you, check it out. It's a standalone mixer, 2-channel mixer, now working with Serato DJ. When it came out, it was with Itch. It came out right before Itch was going to shut down. But now it's with Serato DJ, and it actually has, little cue markers, which is dope. And it's a dope small controller. I've seen them in person. The pads feel dope. They have pads as well. The pads are not on the bottom of the jog wheels, so they're on top, and they're slightly elevated at you. It has, the touch strip, which I'm just realizing right now that the SX has and the SR doesn't. So if you want to touch, to scan through your track needle drop, the SX has it. Oh damn, I didn't even notice that. The SR doesn't. Cool. But yeah, check out the VCI 380. I'm probably gonna do another video since I have these here. I'm gonna do a video on slip mode because I've been messing around with slip mode, and I just want to show you one trick that I've been doing with slip mode. So yeah, tune in for my next video. But I hope I didn't talk too fast because it's a lot of clips and I don't want to make this a super long video. So yeah, peep it out and let me know what else you guys want to see. Any questions, man? Any questions? Hit me up on Facebook. I'll link my Facebook page, my like page or whatever it is, to the bottom. You can message me there, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, leave a comment on there, leave a question, and I feel like if it's a question I feel like would help everybody, I'll answer it. So yeah, man, peace out, and keep rocking, keep doing your thing, keep having fun playing, because that's what it was all about.